Service versus hospitality. What really is the difference between the two, and is one more important than the other? I'm Joe, I'm here with Rosanna and Maria, and this is Enjoy Your Party Sets the Table. Hello everybody, welcome to our very first episode of Enjoy Your Party Sets the Table, where we'll be talking about all the different aspects of the hospitality industry, how it relates to our company, Enjoy Your Party, and hopefully give you an inside look of who we are and what we do. So let's get right into it. Our topic today is service versus hospitality. Let's talk about service first things first. Ro, you started this, in the beginning. What is service and what does it mean to you?
Well, service is the labor end of running an event. It's what we do, what we have to do to satisfy the customer. The technique we use in how we set the table, how we clear the table, how we carry the trays and full napkins, and the complete service. If we're working a private party, the complete service, getting in, expediting the food, and getting everything cleaned up and done in a timely fashion. So
you would say that service really is just the main structure of an event. The timeline that gets put in place, whether it be a small backyard barbecue family party, or a prepared full service dinner wedding banquet setting with a couple hundred guests. The very structure of that event, that is the service, right? Getting the food out, getting everybody prepared, making sure everything is taken care of from beginning, middle to end.
Yeah, and getting it done seamlessly, and that's what we do at Enjoy Your Party.
And that's what we do, and that's what you started 25 years ago. Us being your kids and moving forward and progressing, with this company and training our employees to do that too.
Exactly.
So Maria, I want to go into you though when it comes to hospitality, because you do a lot of events in the field. You're either a captain or a maitre d'. It falls on your shoulders a lot to make sure everything's running smoothly. Where does hospitality come to play? Where do you take that?
So hospitality, different from service, is how you make the guest feel, right? It's all about their experience and how they feel at the end of the event. So how you're treating them. Are you smiling? Are you greeting them, saying good evening, good morning? Your interaction with the guest and how they're experiencing you as their server. Because you can have really poor service, but if you have really great hospitality, they're leaving that event knowing that they were treated well and they were left with a feeling of gratitude and happiness.
Now the follow-up question though, because I like what you said about the service could be so-so, but that other aspect, that hospitality, and if they feel as though they're being taken care of, doesn't matter. Could you have, and I'll throw this to you, could you have not so great hospitality, but as long as the basic needs of the event are met, is that equal to, or what do you think about that?
Well, both are equally important, but you can have good service, but in order to make the good service great and excellent is what you put into it.
Right.
Personally, hospitality is the heart. That's exactly what it is. And I want to say, and I've always said that Enjoy Your Party the name Enjoy Your Party should be synonymous with hospitality. Hospitality is the passion. It's the courteousness, the graciousness. It's how you present yourself as a server, bartender, even a cook in the back of the house or a dishwasher. It's teamwork.
Right.
You have to make everyone feel good in order for the event to go well.
I think there's one thing that all three of us can agree on, and even you all who are watching, it's not a piece of cake. You know what I mean? It's not something that's
a piece of cake.
I always love a good piece of cake, but providing that level of service, going above and beyond, being hospitable, providing that level of hospitality, it's not an easy feat to do. It definitely takes a team. So, what are some of the things that we do, as a company, as a family unit, and who kind of, our family extended from, the three of us, and and Pat, who also works with us, is my dad, but then also our other family, the Enjoy Your Party team, the servers, and the cooks, all 500 of them, who are I consider part of our family as well.
Of course.
What do we do to drive that home to them, to make sure that they're executing those really important parts of service and those really important parts of hospitality to make the events become so successful when we're not there.
Well, I think just as we treat our guests with hospitality, we also treat our employees with hospitality. So making sure as soon as they walk in, we're greeting them. I always ask them how they're doing. We have a lot of people who've been working for us for 20 plus years, so it's giving them a hug, hello, and giving that level of personal connection so that they feel comfortable working for us as well. Because if they don't feel comfortable working for us, they're not going to feel comfortable working an event under us. So especially when we're in charge.
Everyone needs to feel good,
Yeah.
you know, and if people feel good, they're having a good time, you know, and you need to notice those things.
Yeah.
You need to see, and you need to be able to be attentive to your guests, and you have to feel good, and you have to be happy to.
But I think it definitely makes a difference when we're at an event and we're managing the event, and our employees are comfortable with us leading them, and it really shows in the work that they do. And I think that's what makes us stand out from anybody else, because I don't know any other event staffing agency that has that personal connection with their
And I
employees.
think, you know, definitely what I'm hearing both of you say is, you know, positivity breeds
Oh,
positivity.
of course,
You know what I mean?
definitely, 100%.
You know, keeping that positive vibe, you know, whether you're someone like us who, you know, we walk into an event, you know, we're leading the team, or if you're just starting out as a server, you know, even if you're new, even if, like, you know, working a big event isn't really in your wheelhouse, or it's not in your comfort zone, you know, keeping a good head, making sure making sure that you're okay with yourself, and, you know, being happy and being positive, that kind of exudes onto everybody else. And to me, you know, I think that is where, like, the very core, you know, going off of what you said as well, really is what hospitality is about. It just comes down to, I think, that level of professionalism that, you know, that we really strive, and that, you know, that you instill with us, that you still instill in a lot of our employees, and, you know, we try to continue kind of feeding down the line.
Yeah.
And I think that's not only what sets us apart, you know, and I hope everyone does this. You know, we're based in New Jersey, but the hospitality industry as a whole is huge.
Yeah.
So it's something that I hope it's not just us that does. It's, you know, everyone who's in our industry that works in service should know that this is what needs to get done. Let's drive it home. You know, any last, you know, comments or things that you want you want to say to wrap it up?
I do want to point out, when service is something that you can teach, right? And we do a lot of on-the-job training. We walk, especially newer employees, we walk them through how we do things, and we pair them with more experienced staff of ours so that they really understand the correct levels of service. But the hospitality end, that's a little harder to train, so that comes really from our hiring practices.
You have anything else you want to say to wrap it up before we say goodbye to our friends?
I think we've said it all. I think you guys did a great job here, and I hope we see everybody again.
All right, so I think that was a really good conversation about, you know, service and hospitality, the key differences between the two, and, you know, what we do as a company to, you know, make sure that both of those are met at every event, whether it be, you know, a very small event, you know, small family party, to, you know, the big banquets that we work as well. So thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you all soon.